All right, guys, your boy there, we're there. I'm ready for go again. Hope that you all will enjoy the stream. Thank you, supporting viewers, for always being here every time I boot up a stream. All right, let me see if I could remember some names. Mr. Samuels. We have Jerome and oh gosh, Night Eagle. Yeah, them three fellas there, always a tune in. Thank you very much. All right, let's get into the job market. We have some dumpsters going up into Nebraska. 17 hours, $8,000 them give me for that. Oh gosh, man. So, but we gotta start it off. We can't start off every day good. This gonna be a bad payday, but we're gonna start it still. I'll show in the real world, like truckers don't always get good freight to haul. Like I mean for the mile per mile. The rate per mile. So we're gonna start off with a bad one. Alright, let's hit the road. Sometimes guys, when I build them truck, I feel like I'm building trucks over and over again. This truck I look like I built me do before, you know. But my catalog is so big, I cannot like go back to find out how me build and how me not build before, you know. So if anybody see any truck look familiar, 10 to 1 it might really be looking familiar to something me built before. Right? Right, so we couple up, we're ready to rock, you know. Right, let's hit the road. Right, we already full up. Let's keep on running. Right, guys, one second here. Right, let me do some check our ETA. Let me see how far we get. We're 6 hours, 6 minutes away. 352 miles still to cover on the journey. A little 3% damage on the truck. 2% damage on the trailer. No. Yes, on the trailer, and the goods looking good still. Right. Right, let's hop back into the truck. Let me watch if you will. Like about 3/4 tank we have here now. Still have a good bit of fuel. Alright, let's get back out on the road. Yeah, thanks for the hearts, thanks for the hearts. Appreciate it. Mr. Samuels, welcome to the stream, bro. Ogwan. Yeah, man, more fireman, cable turn. Is a video good morning, brother? Where you see the video? You see the video? Yeah, that video was a good video. If you see the video I do with the thing, with the discourse and oh gosh. The leader thing. Yeah, real good, real good. I'm the best talking that video I ever do so far. But I know I will top it though. I know I will top it. Right? So I know kind of experimenting to do with that format there. And talking about some issues here and there. Right? So we kind of getting some. Yeah, we getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Right? I'm gonna do some more pieces. Yeah, some more pieces that Manford do. Right? I just want to see how the audience will take on to it over a period of time. And I will be doing like some pieces. It wouldn't be like nothing to do with trucking, but just like how we talk about an issue there. We just go talk about an issue and just generally just, you know, try to make it a little comedic, a little, you know, mix it up and make it, you know, a good piece of production, right? So that's just the beginning of me, of that kind of segment on the channel. So this channel will be a very diverse channel. If you realize what I'm doing. So when I do on the lives, I do try not to do on the video side of things. So on the video side of things, we tend to do things a little different. So we kind of switching up the formats, right? Because we're not ready for expand and get a new channel yet, right? So we go try, we're developing, try the best to develop all the skills on this channel first before me specialize in anything on any channel. You understand what I'm saying? So that is a process, right? But me and I'll watch back the video and I don't believe in me, me watch it back and I'm like, yo, this production good. And I take my time and edit it down, eh? Yeah, I took my time and edit it. So it was good because it come out to 3 minutes, but in truth and in fact, like, you just make a lot of mistakes while going along because that video was not scripted, eh? That way you have to know. It's not scripted. That is just me just turn on the camera, have the thoughts, have the ideas. Remember me talk about it on stream. And I try to replicate it in my mind and add in some things and this kind of thing. And just start the recording process and I just go. I just went right at it. And then in editing now, I come now and I crunch it. I crunch it down in the editing. So sometimes like what has happened, and I heard somebody like talk about this process before on a channel, I think was a gaming channel, and at that time I didn't understand, but I understand now. So sometimes when you see somebody put out a video, the video might be like 10 minutes long or 15 minutes long. It's really longer than that. But sometimes while doing it, you just have to crunch. You have to take out the bad parts, put in the good parts, you know, based on your skill level, you know what I mean? And it just crunch right down. So it would have a lot of dead space between the videos. You find me try to take out, you have to take out the dead spaces and them, because if you not take it out, the video wouldn't flow. You know? So it's a heap of work. It's a heap of work. But I agree that it was a very good video. We're gonna see what the algorithm gonna do with it, because the algorithm is a funny thing. So I might drop that video now and that video there. It mightn't do good. It do good for what, 2 days that I must get about probably 21 views or something like that. Or 19 views or something. Right? But the algorithm is strange. So sometimes I might put a video there and it's not taking up at all, and then a day you go just do some boom and start move. So I don't know if it will move eventually. Right? But I want to do some pieces like that on the channel here and there. I don't want to like take the channel off of the gaming aspect of it though. But in between, you know, those kind of videos is just for like building the brand Chaotic itself. So that is more like getting a kind of in-person kind of vibe with me, you know, by myself, without the trucking thing involved. You understand what I'm saying? So like how you see like those bigger channels, well, you know, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. So I watch a lot of big channels and I see what they do. So I realize that like the bigger channels and them, even though they specialize in that area, if it's gaming, IRL, whatever, those people could still come and talk to the audience on an issue and it could move. Because the fan base buy into the creator and not what they're doing. So that is really my aim. To kind of let it buy into chaotic symbol, not really what I'm doing. So man go come out for chucking, but in between that, I still have to sell my personality, my thoughts, my ideas, right? Mannerisms, whatever. You know, some people go say, yeah, I kind of vibe with you, you know. Yeah, I kind of like you, you know. You know that kind of way there? Right, and then you're going to be able to like pivot and just talk about anything and people sit down and listen to it. Right? And that is the aim. The aim is not really trucking, we like trucking. And we like, you know, run the truck. But at the end of the day, you have to buy into chaotic symbol himself on the channel. Right? Man say exactly. Yeah, people feel me now. No, we got some kind of easy man schism people around feels like me don't know me I do. I'm fully me know me I do, I'm very strategic. And I'm looking at other channels, I learn from the bigger ones. Me not try to learn from me. I'm watching what the bigger people doing. It have a format. And I'm seeing the format showing itself. So I'm trying to grab some of the format and run with it. You understand me? So we're gonna have some more videos like that. I still not do the one with the Chuckers MP thing yet, but we're gonna see what we could do with that when time comes. I'm still like formulating the things I'm in my head. I'm gonna have to go and grab some footage, a little piece of footage. And something, one, two things. I don't want to use too much of people footage because I don't want it's gonna be monetized and I don't want nobody to like come at me for it. So I might just use a little clip of somebody MP footage with the bus just to show people that it's real. Right? And I'm gonna gather my thoughts and my opinions and see what I could do on that when I get time. Right? So this channel here, like we say like it's like every single thing calculated, every single thing is not like absolutely calculated because sometimes I might come here for feel to do a live and I do a live. And then after the live, I might feel to do a video, or then I might come home in the evening and decide that I'm not doing a live this evening, I'm going to do a video. And so it's not like consistent where I could say, yeah, you could expect a video for drop Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I used to do that in the beginning when I was doing videos alone, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It worked, but I want to believe like once you really capture people, it don't really matter when you drop something. You just have to just drop something and they go take on. You know? And that is what I want to do. And that is when you just know when you're really onto something. When you could just drop something anytime and you talk about anything and people catch on, you're inside. And that is what I want the channel to be. Because my life is not to a roster. My life pretty much sporadic. Things happen all the time, every time, anytime. So and it's like content is around my life. Content is not my life. It's around my life. So I have to fit it in. So when I see me do content, I'm fitting in content because I have a lot of other things to do outside of this. Alright? So I can't be scheduled to say yes. I have a basic schedule and tell people, yeah, tune in Monday for this, tune in Tuesday for this, tune in when. I can't tell people that. So I just have to just subscribe, put on the notification bell, and just run in whenever they see. If I don't see me drop nothing, go up on the page, look on the page, look and see if me drop anything. Because if you look on it sometime, when they don't issue something, if you go up on the person page, you will realize they now drop something. Because the way the algorithm is set, they don't send out everything to every viewer every time. Because the algorithm study everybody's page. And they decide what is the most likely thing to send to you based on watch hours, based on this, based on that. So they do a lot of data. So some of my work will not touch you all because they know that you're not interested in it. Right? So we're just kind of trying to dial down on a little bit more quality content on the channel. Right? So them talking that there's a little bit more quality instead of quantity. We kind of trying to scale up the quality of the channel slowly. Right? Before, when I started doing videos, I do like normal just driving videos and things. All of that was just me just trying to understand YouTube at the time and understand certain things. Right? But as time goes by, we're gonna scale it up. Right? But I admit on my video side, I need more quality. And the reason too why I'm doing all this different varying type of content too is not because I don't want to niche down. They say you must niche down and this, that, yeah. I understand that they have a kind of AI the way does really watch these channels because YouTube is a massive platform. No human being could check every creator on the platform. So they have a machine checking all the channels to make sure they're authentic. So I have to start to do things that are pretty much authentic. So that if it go on a rampage again to start deleting channels to mass production and these things, my channel shouldn't be a channel. Because I gotta realize that I'm not putting out things in mass production, number one. Number two, you get a little effort in the content here and there, you have varying things, you have video me drop, me do thumbnail for your video, me drop, me do thumbnail for it. So me go pretty much kinda up and down across zigzag all how because I don't want the channel to seem like if it's AI generated, right? So that is the aim. Why the other day they went and they just gets rid of people channel because they know all them kind of copy and paste channel on YouTube. They don't mind if you use AI and these things, but if your channel is a copy and paste channel, they don't want that. So I'm trying my best not to make my channel look like it's a copy and paste channel. So we're gonna be doing all these kind of stuff, right? All right, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, well, you watch a man with a grey young bus on ETS. Alright, so let me explain something to you, Mr. Samuel. The modding community in ETS and ATS always had buses. Buses is not a new thing. They always had buses, right? The issue is this. The issue is this. Why I talk about truckers MP. This is the issue. Now, the modding community could do a bus and put it out there for you to use. That is okay, right? The reason why I talk about Truckers MP because I know Truckers MP is partnered with SES some way somehow, because they cannot have access to the game or part thereof without having some rights from SES. why I make it an issue and talk about it is that I don't understand how they can drop their officials, like, so they get somebody from make a bus mod for them. An official like bus mod who run the bus routes on them that SES now put out, and it's like your even if SES I walk along with them, I want to know how SES could like nullify their own work, because if I could play bus Simpan Chuckers MP now, and worse yet, I see the people and them walk on and off of the bus. The little preview that I give it for SCS, the people not walking on and off of the bus, them morphing on and off of the bus. And my story is, I supposed to pay money for the bus model. So I'm saying, why should I buy the bus model and I could go up on Chuckers MP? Let me say Chuckers MP have a little Patreon and they tell me, well, pay $2 and get a generic bus. And I'm a Chuckers MP player. Why should I want to like buy the bus part of the game? That is my point. I wonder if I'm in the right direction. Let me just make sure. No, I'm going in the wrong direction. I'm going to turn around that truck there. I was talking now. Lose orientation. I have to go the next direction, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, so you understand what I'm saying, Mr. Samuel? That is where the confusion is with me in my head, because I'm saying no problem if somebody like have a mod of a bus, because years no man have mod a bus a run. My point is the bus that Chuckers MP launch, it is a coach bus. It's not a city bus. It's a coach bus. He running the routes and them where SCS are run. Right? So the bus terminus, the routes and them set up. So it's like you're actually playing the bus part of the game before you come in. The only difference is that the reward system will be different. That's the only difference. That is the only difference. And my point is, why not? Well, because you and Chuckers MP are partner, right? Why not partner with them? Set up a separate server for bus. So make them still have to buy the DLC for the bus on them. Because in that light, and that none of that should happen before the bus part drop. All of that should happen after the bus part drop. Let us set up the bus server. Let us use your buses so that the bus DLC go sell. That's my point. That's just my point. That is why I have the confusion with it in my head. When we see it, I say, what kind of thing this? What, I'm not looking into it in detail. But that's just my chain of thought in my head. Which I understand. Right? So to me, what I'm saying is that it look like if like they partner with Chuckers MP for damage their own product. That is just how it looked to me. You understand me? Because if I give you rights and I'm doing something, you have to check with me, even though yes, you are your own studios, your own thing. It's not my boss you use, whatever, but then I give you access to use my game. Even if you are paying money, I want to make maximum profit on my DLC when I drop it. Understand what I'm saying? I don't want to pay my devs and them, go through one set of thing for months, I get authentic bus, I do this, I do that, and then you just come drop a generic bus and get me around the route them. I don't make no common sense in mind from a business perspective. So I'm just saying that. Right? So when we're ready, we have to kind of give me thoughts on that and ask, because somebody in the community might know exactly what is going on, and ask to, well, tell me if me right or me wrong, and you know, I drop a comment, say something, or let me know how early I go. But this is just my take on it. It look kind of mad and whatever. You know? And I hope I could do that video there before they drop the Bus DLC. Because if they drop the Bus DLC, I might do it again. Right, so we just, as I said, for me, things on this channel are pretty sporadic. It might look like, okay, I think where again so talk about sporadic and you know get time and do this and that. All you do is just jump in a truck and drive and just start 1-2 thing and yeah, but when you go do a video, so you're surprised, you know. A 10-minute video might take me a whole 2 hours to make. Right? So it might just look like, but that is a 10 minutes video. It's not 10 minutes to take for a 10-minute video for me. Right? Especially like if you have a lot of editings and me put in different parts and different things, me seek out this and that and songs and right, you notice me try to do the video me do that the other day. It have a little song effect in it here and there, you know, a little thing here and there, sprinkle. I didn't try to like overdo nothing with it because I want to sell my authentic self. So I don't want to like put in too much. Right? But as time go by, we gotta forget some more things to put in. Probably make clips here and there, little jokey thing and whatever, and you know, spice up things as I go. But all of that is a process. I have to learn to make certain thing and do certain thing and then we'll keep on running, right? Because even some of them like popular things I see people use and things, the more authentic your content, the better for you. You know? You just keep going clipping people thing all over the place and using it could end up in some problems. If one thing we want, are the cash flow. I don't even care if it's 1 cent, let the cash flow. We don't want to slow that down because you see in the long run the production is going to drop and we don't want that. We want like in the next 5 years or so, if we need to do an upgrade on the PC, we could do it. If we need like we're not gonna no green screen yet. If we get a green screen, we need a green screen. We need a lot of things on this channel. But the channel, the community is small. We're still growing the community. Right? So all we want right now just is supporting our subs. I'll share up the content and you know, like the videos and the live streams, and we're good for the while, right? The more of those we get, the channel will grow and we're gonna be able to do bigger and better things, right? But if the channel is stagnant and we can't grow, the content will be stagnant too. Or it will take longer for me to be able to acquire certain things to get the production higher. Because the production have to get higher. It is pretty good. For being a small channel, my production level is pretty good. My mic sound good. My visuals not too bad. It's pretty good for a small channel. But I'm a stickler for quality. That's just me on a whole. Right? So I'm a man, I like quality and production to be top notch. Right? So eventually we're gonna get there. Where we're gonna get everything just the way we want it and we'll put out some high quality content. Right? That's the aim. All right. Right, let's decouple now. Man's right. Right, let's pull up. Let's pull up by the front desk. Right. Ready for go. Right, so they show a little feature of the bus in the night and thing. There's a sun visor and all of them stuff there, so you could pull down sun visor and thing. Hopefully. As a location display on top of the sun visor. Also it looks like it. I need to check the I need to check out the page. So that means that they drop some probably something else I'm gonna see. But to tell you the truth, I didn't even watch out that whole thing, you know. But I'm gonna check it back again. It might give me some good information to talk about too when I do that video, so I'm gonna check it. sure you're gonna get some more new features in a couple of months. Well, we're gonna see. Let's see for one thing, SCSS update people on what is going on. As I keep on crying out for, which I was so happy that in the timeline when I get for drop, they talk about the tuning pack for this truck there, Peterbilt 389. That is all I want to hear about it, to be honest with you. I'm excited for the bus part of the sim. I'm excited for it. I'm not going to lie, but I'm more excited for the tuning pack for this truck there. When you see the drop that, oh gosh, that is what I want to see, bro. I don't know. I'm falling in love with this Peterbilt 389 truck here. I want the parts. I want to look mad. See? That is my highlight feature for the year with this whole SES thing here. Truck and everything is the Peterbilt tuning pack. That's my highlight. Other people must have different thing they want. Here take one, the tuning pack. That's what I want. Watch me. Once I get that, I'm good. Guys, I don't even get IO. I don't even pick up IO yet. I don't pick up IO yet. That is the first map DLC that I'm late on. Right, but eventually I'm gonna pick it up, guys. Now, I might do no like content on it. I might just, cause that content they done kinda fizzle out already. Right, because watch how much months it drop. You see at least a month now. Or 2. Or a month and a half. Right, so but we gonna get that, no worry man, small thing, we gonna get that man. Right, let's decouple the load now. Right, Cody there. Right, so Cody is in Wyoming. There are some cans that will go up there. 713 miles. Gonna be hitting the road hard again. Which side of the... Alright, so gotta be wrong the other side of the building. going on by the light, you know. Oh gosh, me there cross the light. I block up the road, you know. I should not cross. Waiting for them people high up there to move, you know. Alright, 79,000. Keep on rocking. You just fall asleep? It's so boring, bro. You watch me and you fall asleep. If you're watching me and you fall asleep and I'm not speaking, it's because the chuck engine in this sim I tend to make you want to sleep. That's how we don't know music I play or nothing. Because the same thing happened to me on stream too. So anytime I see me nodding me and anything, that chuck engine does make you want to sleep. And that shows you how good this sim is. Because if you have a car and you're driving it and you don't drive with music, you tend to feel sleepy too. Right? My brother say, yeah. I say plus the weather not hot outside, so the place is very cool, so the cool nice breeze blowing and they're making you feel to sleep. Understand you, bro? Well, on the contrary for me here, I'm just sitting in an oven, you know. The dusty room is a very hot place. Very, very hot place. When things get better, we have to get AC in here, man. And cool down the PC, cool down the content a little. The content so hot, everything hot. The room and all hot. You say AC cool, but it's another expense on your bill. Yeah, me get you. But the one I want to get one of the portable. The 110 portable, I want to get one of those. So it wouldn't be like a 220 to like really mash me up. I just want to just like barely cool the room. I don't want like to get like a 220. So if you know those the 110 ones on them, I think it should be something like the rating is supposed to like work something like the 12-inch splitter unit, but you know it's not a splitter, right? But I think the size of the components, I think they say it's like about a 12-inch splitter unit, right? They don't be as efficient, but I don't think they should be pulling as much current either, right? So it's just a cheap solution I need. When I get time, I'm gonna work up something and sort that out. But it's just a cheap solution that I need, you know? What I understand you when you say AC is an extra cost on your bill. I get that. And then I have to factor that into the cost of the channel, because I'm gonna be saying it's because of the channel make me get it. Because without the channel I wouldn't get it. I wouldn't want to get it. So then that's the next thing why I have to try to maximize the channel to really like be profitable, so that when we done get all of these things, it's going to offset back the cost, if that makes sense. Right. Bishops, wagwan, brother. It's good to see you back on the stream, bro. Oh look, you get six AC unit in all, and all of them are 220. Well, I understand when you talk about the energy bill, what you are talking. I understand. 6 you're saying, brother? No, brother. Me I talk about small scale thing. Even if I had a split unit on my house, I would have choose like the hottest room, or the room you're spending most time in, where you need to do some work or something. We put a unit there and say, alright, everybody, if you want to cool down, go inside of that one room there. See? But if you say like, you AC down your whole house then. Every house have a, every room have a unit. And if you run all of them in tandem, you have a data center by you. Mr. Samuels, your house is a data center? Brother, watch ya. Bishop said, purple nice. Yeah, man. Purple skunk, you know. Watch your purple skunk. You're living in a 2-story house, Mr. Samuel? You live in a data center. So I'm gonna keep every single room cool, bro. Bro, watch you, man. Alright, Bishop said very humid by here. Alright, bro. Yeah, I understand the energy bill going up with 6 220 splitter unit run in tandem. Yep. That is a mad bill you're talking about, especially if it's like whole day, whole night. That is a mad energy bill, bro. So my brother say, Bishop say, your AC does work better when you start it early in the morning, like 5 a.m. So you start it early and like spool up and then roll it through the day. Thanks for that tip, there, brother. Thanks for that tip. What side are you with me supposed to come? This side, I'm feel so, you know. Take us on, yeah. You have a fan on your data box, people, from overheating. Right. Well, my PC, I'm a fan running at this. A 6. Yeah, I'm running 6 fans in my PC. But my room is very hot, which is not good for the performance of the PC. Right? Then we have a Lasco fan outside of that. And this room here is the hottest room in the house, guys. the dusty room is the hottest room. Oh gosh. So sometimes guys me there, I want to do like a long run of content and I can't because this dusty room it drain me out, bro. Drain me out. See? So in the future we have to do something for like make me actually comfortable. Get the temperature a little down. I don't want it to be like no 220 unit because that energy bill me not feel me gonna be able to fit. So I'm gonna get like a 110 unit, one of those portable. And I have some little science skills. I'm gonna try to kind of use my scientific background to kind of optimize it. And I'm gonna try my best and optimize it. And get it running just right and cool long that room here look up. You see? But that is not now, that is sometime in the future. You say it costs like $200, which is like $1,400 to clean all the 6 units. Well, that's the next thing, bro. So I'm a kind of handy guy in some aspect, right? So the reason why I say I want to go for the because it's just this room I need to just drop the temperature a little, right? I'm gonna go for the portable. It's because I did my research and all of that, and I realized it's gonna be easier for me to clean the portable than to clean a splitter unit, because a splitter unit need a little bit more expertise, right? But a portable I can unplug it, do so. I go unplug it, do so. Scrap it down to the best I understand it. Vacuum out what I need for vacuum out. It may end up get at the time, it may end up get a little like power washer hose or whatever. Do so, wash out what I need to wash out and duct tight and we go again. So the cost of that maintenance cost, I'm gonna keep it down to, because everything you have to be efficient in what you're doing. And remember, as I said, the reason why I'm thinking about it is because we need to get this room here temperature down to do the content comfortable, right? So this is another thing, right? Now, some people like install a AC in the house for, right, you want to be cool, fine. But my point is, you don't have to like, well, I know it's a big building you're still living, but I just talking about the people who have like a one house. You don't have to put it in every room. You understand me? And as I say, put it in the most important room, and when you want to cool down, you go in and you walk from there. You understand me? Because at the time too, I went to T&Tech to pay my bill, and like it had this guy come to pay bill, and just the kind of conversation me hear, me say yes. Me said air conditioning. So like when he's not at home, like me I know if you have the AC in your room or whatever, you know somebody who live home with you might run it. See? And to me, like the way we talk is like, because remember, everything you use in your house or your bill, you have to be able to cover it, you know. So you have to know, you have to cater for everything you have. So just the way you see the bill, how the bill come up, you say, yo, somebody use the AC, you know. You understand? Because once they use it, the bill will look different. See? So you have to do your little research before you put things in your house. Where you could handle and where you can't handle, and you have to know what you're doing, not just because you see somebody get this and somebody get that, and next thing at the end of the month you struggle to pay the bill because you didn't tell them, alright, well, I can't use the AC right now because rain and fall, like, no use it because the bill got too high and I can't pay. You understand me? So I'm saying this, they're just saying that to say this. There are things you need as a necessity. And if you need it, you have to do a little research because you have different kind of units. It has different kind of recommendations based on power and everything. You have to know what you could handle and what you can't handle. Because something like an AC is not just the purchase of it. You have to maintain it. And the energy bill is a different beast. Right? So you have to be able to cater for all the maintenance of that machine and keep it running effective. Right? Right, so my brother say top floor very hot. You know? So my brother said people don't understand that our AC unit needs to clean often because we have a lot of Sahara dust and these kind of things, right? And that is what I'm saying, Mr. Samuels. You see, it comes just like owning a car. People that say, yo, you see me fed up at traveling and walking, you see me make case and get me car. A car is not a equipment, it's just to drive, you know. It have a maintenance cost. And it are things where you not cater for break when you break, and when you break you have to fix it. And it's the same thing with the AC. That AC there you have to, if you want to keep it running just like the PC, you want to keep it running properly and you want it to last the longest, you have to clean it. There's a cleaning cost. And it's a way for you to do it on the cheap too, you know, but yeah, people don't know. Because I see men clean them already without like, you know, scrapping on like the old thing, you know. I see men do it already and it's not no like rocket science. It's not no rocket science. If you do it like once and you know it's no rocket science. Right? But the what has been inside is the condenser has been inside, the evaporator has been outside, which one? I can't remember. Right? But the one on the outside, that does need to clean too, you know. Some people just like take up become a man do it, they take up power wash and like they take off certain parts of the cover and they take the power wash and they clean it. Because all in there does get dirty too. All of that does break down the efficiency. And when that break down the efficiency, might that pull more current too. And cause your bill to be higher because it's not working the way it should. Right? So it's a thing that need a lot of maintenance. So it's supposed to have a schedule if it's every 6 months, every 4 months it's supposed to get a deep clean. Right? And if you can't do it yourself, you have to call somebody to do it. That is the reason why when I was doing the research, I realized that the portable ones on them, I might be able to clean it myself. You know, I'm gonna get some kind of equipment and some kind of little things here and there. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get one eventually. And the first time I go watch a little tutorial and thing and learn how to clean it, because I watch a tutorial already of people cleaning them and thing. Right? I'm gonna get the necessary things, watch them enough and see me go understand, and then you know get to work and when time come and keep it running efficient. Right? So I will be able to like have a AC and then know about it and keep the cost down. Because I don't want to call somebody every minute, hey, come clean this for me, come clean this for me, you know? And it have a cost. So you open it and remove the filter and everything there and clean out. Yeah, it does have a filter in it too. But it does need to clean, but behind, I think it's the evaporator. I think the evaporator, I want to make sure I'm calling the right names. I think the evaporator that's be inside, right? So when you move, sometimes you could just like clean out the, take out the filter, wash it out and that's it, and it could be good. And sometimes, when I say a deep clean, you have to remove the whole front panel of the AC. So when them guys who does really service them properly fail, They just have to remove that. They'll clean them filter there. They'll remove the front panel light because it have a front piece. They just remove that and they just spray out the I think it's the condenser inside. They just spray out all the dirt from the condenser. And as they dry out, they don't dry out, they mount it up back, boom. When you turn it on back, you blow coal light right up. But if they're doing like a thorough job on it, the condenser outside, they just have to clean that too. Because that does pull, that does get dust in it too. They just do so, take off the outer cover and spray that out too. And get the dirt out of it. You're supposed to even do that in your car, you know. But not the evaporator, because the evaporator on the inside of the car. But the outside of the car, where the condenser is right behind the grill, you're supposed to spray out that condenser there too, you know, from time to time, you know. Because it has got a lot of dirt in there and that does break down the efficiency of AC. Right? But man really don't fight up with that, so but you're supposed to. Like if you go buy AC, man, he does always watch that, you know, to make sure, yo, this clean, and sometimes they just throw water on it and them things there. You know? The vents and the ducts have to be clean also. Yeah. You're correct though, bro. You're correct. So it's a thing where people don't understand that it's a thing that have maintenance. They feel they just buy a AC and just plug it in and that's it. And that's how the thing works. Right? Man say expensive, yes it is. It's an expensive piece of commodity. What my point is, a AC unit, like, it all depends, as one must say. So like if you have a business and you need your environment to be worker friendly and your business make X amount of dollars, yes, you have to AC down and you know nice up the thing and you know because a whole day you have to sit down the fork and make the money. But my point is, I just have a AC in my bedroom for just cool me down alone, right? I not make no money in my bedroom, nothing. That make no common sense, brother. All that I do is eat up your money. Because you can't subsidize back the cost of that. You follow me? And that make no sense. Yeah, I know they use a small power washer to clean them. Electrical power washer. I know. Right, so Bishop said you have fire company for the cleaning. Yeah, so that's what we're saying. When you have this bit of units on them, if you don't really know what's going on, it's not too safe, you just go trouble cleaning. But as I said, the portable on them, because remember you could unplug that and carry it outside and, you know, you watch a little tutorial and, you know, get your thing cover up wherever you need to cover up. secure where you need to secure and get a little small power wash as you say, or a hose wash and get out some of the dirt and you know, and you could be good, you know. Because you could unplug that one there. You understand? Well, you could unplug the splitter unit them too, but my point is, I don't know if the splitter unit and them have any capacitors or anything inside of them. I don't know. Or you could avoid that. Avoid calling the company for clean. Well, you have to learn it. I don't know if you are a handy individual. There are some people who is handy individuals that could watch a video and clean their own thing after. If you are one of those handy kind of guys, I don't think it could be hard for you to do. Just have to make sure the first time you're going in to the unit that's inside, you don't break no clips and thing when you're taking off the front part and thing, and you know. And once you get off that successful, make sure certain things are not wet, because I think the control unit part you cannot wet that. And you just do so on your get a small power wash and a heavy thing. Just a it's not a heavy thing you get it. And what I see them fellas just do, they just get a garbage bag and they just hook it up in a kind of way so you go catch whatever little water. You know? And clean the filters and you're inside. Yeah, you go save you a lot of money. Eh? And based on what I see them just do, they didn't even use no, well at least the fellas that I saw clean AC before. They might not use no chemicals or nothing. So once you have an understanding of how to take it off successful without breaking anything and installing it back, anybody could clean it. It's a pretty easy process. I think the hardest thing is to disassemble it without breaking anything. I think that's what the problem is. Once you could disassemble it without breaking anything, game over. And you get a little power washing unit, and even if you don't have that, you have something, because there are different kind of power washing unit, right? There are portables too. You get a little portable power washer, you just get out most of the dirt, because it's not like if you're washing it like for half an hour. You understand? And you're good to go. If you go steam clean the unit, I never see nobody steam clean it. I see them fellas use water. I don't know if a steamer would work. If you want to know that, that's what YouTube find out. Search it on YouTube, and if you see anybody do it and do it successful, it is possible. Search it on YouTube. But most of the people I see do it like in real, they use water. Right, so my brother say for like um to make sure like you conserve your energy. When the rain a fall no use it, you know? Only when the place warm you could. But the reality is that people wouldn't do that. People wouldn't do that, bro. People wouldn't do that. People blast AC for blast right through. Nobody not take off the AC when the rain a fall. When the rain a fall and now save them I love the coldness. I had to waste paper over to Colorado Springs. You understand me? He said his sister does use AC whole night. Well, I'm gonna tell you, that is what I'm saying. Right? So AC is a luxury item, but it costs, and then the people who right feel the pinch for really pay the bill, them will study how it's running. But if you not paying the bill, or if you have a lot of money, you don't care when you run it, you just run it, man. You just run it all the time. Right? And another thing is sure, like if you like drop the temperature at times, carry up the temperature. Don't drop it. Carry up the temperature, like for instance, like it's night time, you can kind of carry it up a little, sure it might burn a little less energy. Probably. Am I right or am I wrong? Alright, you get over there. Man said bill 1,000 to 400 a month. Oh, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's really, really mad. Where's he from? Singapore? That's a mad bill, bro. Yeah, the government office them was they on right through and even nobody not there in the building. They had a time where I think was on the news. They was even talking about them things there, you know. They say like to keep down the bill in the public sector. Like when you leave work you should take off the AC. I know where we work. Man, I call the place, I can't call the place. We take off the AC when we're leaving. You know. We don't leave it on, but I know there are buildings like one of the major buildings on them. We have, I know that I think they just leave it on all night. I think that is a building unit, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? Well, that if it a work, cause sometimes that building unit they break down, you know. Right, so. You understand? Right, so electricity bill very high to the run. It's set to run units, right? So that means it's when you run your units, the energy bill gets very high. Right, let me just check something. Background here. How much hours in? So we have about 2 hours 47 minutes in. Alright. Alright, we're looking good. We're looking good. So alright, so when I jump off this road, I take a little break, just drink a little water or something, and I think I'm gonna come back. Right? I'm not stopping the stream, but I'm just gonna take a little refreshment and come again when I jump off this road. Let me just check the ETA to see how much. Let me get 9 hours again on the road. Alright, good. This is a pretty good haul. Right, you could do with some fuel, a little under half tank. So my brother say the question is when you add in your light bill, AC unit, internet cost in it's crazy. You not even say water. I cannot say water too. Brother, it is mad to know that, especially if you have a home that consume a lot of energy, because I'm not gonna even say like the water bill is that bad because we don't get meters on the water, right? If that happens, it's gonna be mad. But you have a meter on your light, on your current, your energy consumption, right? If you have like things in your house that suck a lot of wattage and you use them in tandem, that must be a real issue. Especially like sometimes you have some months, right? Well, with we also the bills them kind of stagger a little, but it does have some months. For me, like sometime last month, me had a month like that, where all my bills me have to pay the same month. That does be bad. But we still good in Trinidad and Tobago here because we bills them not every bill you have every month. But it have some places in the world, every single bill come every month. That mad. And what's it if like you're not finding no way to like subsidize? Man, you're in trouble, bro. You're gonna just be working to pay bills. Right, so dry outlet 220. Yeah. So that is what I'm saying. You have to find ways to use what you have to use when it's necessary. You understand me? And your energy consumption could be better. Like for instance, I see a big reduction in my energy when I change out most of my bulb in my house to the fuel efficient, energy saving bulbs. Those energy saving bulbs, the two only one them with the two only thing, are the best thing never invent. I don't think anybody should have a normal bulb in their house. It's mostly one room in my house have the normal bulb just because my sister no want. She believe in that normal bulb. I don't know why she believe in that, sir. Right? But when I change out all my bulb them to them energy saving bulb, I was stunned when I saw my bill. I was like, what? The bill drop right down, son. So anybody who have a bill problem and you still use those old time yellow bulbs, stop use them. But for the energy saving bulbs, they are so efficient. Because I don't know if people know, but those kind of bulbs, the most energy they use is to start up. Because they come like a fluorescent light. That's the most energy used is just to start. And then after that, the chemicals continue, like, keep it lighted. Right? Man say working to pay bills. Yeah. And you see, that is what people don't understand. Right? You have to find a way to not just work to pay all your bills alone. What's it if you're an individual when you cook neither and you buy food? Fuck that thing. Half of your money is just to pay bills. Man say turn your hot water heater down. Yeah, that and all affect the energy. When you use hot water. And it tell me get low income too, income low. Yeah, you have to find ways to do it, man. Right, so you say you have energy saving bulbs. Right. That is the way to go. Right, so you see, and well, they say in a school they say they don't teach financial literacy. Yeah? So we have to kind of exclude some people. So guys, watch this. There's some people, they go to the best schools, they get the best certificates, they get the highest paid job. And one thing I know for do, how to come and tally the money. So in other words, they don't know how to make a budget. They say, watch me. For the month, this time bills for sure. Right? So that have to come out. Food is this amount we just eat for a month in food. Which it's hard for you to control these days because every time you go to the grocery they move the price. So that's very hard to control. Anyway. Transportation could be a fixed thing, but transportation not raise every day. You take that out, right? What else? What else you have? Well, your bills should be fixed. Like, I mean, like when you check all the bills together, that should be a fixed cost. So you should take that out. See? And then from there, you decide where you party out. Or if you can't party at all and these kind of things. But some people they don't live life so you know. They just live life on a spending spree. They just live life on a spending spree. Anything, anyhow, anyway. And they tell you what the money make for spend. Yes, I don't say no. But you have to be able to cater for the emergency. So when the emergency come, how you deal with it? Because emergency come all the time, you know. Sometimes you do a stupid drive like how me do stupid drive and you bounce. You understand me? And then you have to come find money to fix that. Sometimes something blow on the same house and you need to fix it. Some appliance stop work and you still have the same bills and them for cover and you have to cover that too. So what you do? You understand me? So you can't just live life on a spending spree kind of vibe. Because that you're just not gonna make it. You wouldn't make it. Especially in this difficult like economic time, you know. Man say after them bills, they still get bills like kids and them things and so. Well, alright. Well, those kind of things vary for different people. Right? Because if you have children, that are not just a bill, you know, that are plenty bills. School war this, school war that, class war this, class war that, child war this, child war that. They need snacks, they need... Yo. And if you have several of them, it's a big bill. Right? What kind of Bishop, what kind of thing you are talking about? We can't promote that for the channel. Oh gosh. Bishop, even though technically, you know, Oh gosh, I'm pressing wrong thing. That's all. Right. So technically, me kind of understand where I come from, but me can't promote that for the channel, brother. Me can't, so that me have to remove the comment. We don't want YouTube to take it the wrong way, but me understand what I say. But me can't promote it and say it's correct. I can't. Right? Probably if I was in a different forum, I might have been able to give my true thoughts on it. But I can't, like on YouTube, can't promote that there, sir. Advertisers go vex and they go put me in a category. Can't do that. But I understand where you're coming from, though. I understand what you're coming from. I understand your point of view. I understand your point of view, but I can't promote it. I can't say it's correct. Right? Yeah, me know you're not, probably you might know about YouTube guidelines, but me very, yeah, me remove it. Right? I'm playing like really safe with YouTube. Even if me have like some kind of thoughts that me think me should say, I wouldn't even say it because you can't get you in trouble with YouTube. You just can't like pump on this platform and say anything you want. No, it has some people do it, eh? It has some people do it, mind you, but me not that kind of traction there with the platform. And even if me gain a traction like that, me still not gonna say it because you never know. You never know when they go decide to say, alright, this man here so is a man promote some things that we not too like it. And we go have to take care of that. You understand? Right, let's get some fuel in this truck. You get me and you understand? Yeah, YouTube is not an easy place, bro. No, it has some people. It have some creators on the platform where they don't understand a lot about YouTube. The thing about it is that the guidelines are so vague. You don't know what line to walk on. You don't know exactly what you could say and exactly what you cannot. Because they don't state it. They don't state everything. They just go tell you no hate speech, no abusive language, no promoting substances, no this, no that. And it's a lot of gray lines. You have a lot of things that that people might not look at as funny, but next thing is because you might do some things or say certain words, and it's because a day you see they send you a message and say, you know what, we can no longer monetize this channel because of this or because of that. So for me, brother, I keep it as children friendly as possible. We keep it as children friendly as possible, clean as possible. So I don't want to even walk on a grey line with YouTube because you never know. But it have some creators, they play the fool, they make the content of us saying edgy stuff, and they gain a lot of followers. And what's it when you gain a lot of followers and you're edgy? And when you gain a lot of followers and you're edgy, that's when the problem will come now. It might come when you're little, you know, but when you get big, the problem will come when you get big. Because now, they must see you now and they must say, nah, I don't like how you are preaching, you know. And they could just do some pull your monetization, and then it don't make sense when they do that. Because that's how I do this for, right? You know? At the end of the day, yes, we interact, and yes, you do it for the content and for the love, and yes, but I'm sorry, the love don't pay the bills. The love don't pay the bills. So what? Put it how you want to put it. I can't go in no institution and say, I have a lot of love and not pay any bill. Love don't pay the bill. Right? And you're gonna need the bills to get paid because running a channel costs money every single day. Once me turn on my PC costs me. So you have to make sure and keep things light, abide by the people them guidelines, and we're gonna be okay. So he said he would like to use YouTube, but the problem is that they wouldn't say you mess up until you mess up. Until it happened, they wouldn't say it. Well, no, you supposed to know, as I said, where to tread. Now, I agree that they should make the guidelines a little bit more transparent, but they did not. And they have a reason why they do that. Because it have the people who could do anything and get away. But if you are not one of those persons, not try it, you know. Don't try it. So, like for instance, I know I'm not one of those persons. Me not get no traction. I am a nobody. I have to keep it safe. I have to walk on the narrow road with YouTube. So, you cannot follow as everybody do. So you have certain men that use certain language on the channel. You don't do that thing. Know what you're doing. Don't follow them, man. There are the people who will get away with it and the people who will not. And then the next thing is this. Remember they update the guidelines every how much months. So if you are not keeping up to date with what to do and what not to do, and you was doing something just like at the edge of the line before you go over, next thing, boom, they rewrite the rules and tell you, listen to me, that's why I don't cuss in my content. Because if you rewrite the rules and say, before they used to say what, wait after 30 seconds, then you could start cuss, then they come and they say what, probably must say hour 45 minutes or something, so. And then next thing they're gonna say, no cussing in your content. So now if you have that in your content, like why does the thing all the time, for months and months, straight, consistent, how you going back and find all them things there? So you're gonna end up getting banned. So keep your content as clean as possible, children friendly as possible. So that if anything change, you're in the clear. Me could come from my content and get crazy like some of the people and them and gain views like that, you know, but I know it's trouble at the end of the day. Because I can't go back. If they change some for erase all them content there, bro. Or for sift through all them things there. I can't do it. You understand? Oh gosh. You understand me, sir? Do it clean and you're good. You're gonna be good. So that is why people will come out and watch my content sometimes and say, oh, he boring, man. Yeah, me boring. But I'm gonna outlast plenty of the energetic men and them when not boring. And them a do a set of stupidness and a cuss and a carry on in certain ways. No, I saying you can be humorous and like be angry about something and bring it over in a way and do a cuss and carry on in a certain way. And you could still gain views. Right? But I will tell you that's a part of freedom of speech, which is true. But freedom of speech for who? So if YouTube decide, you're on YouTube platform, and if YouTube decide, alright, I don't want to cuss at all. And you say, but what about freedom of speech is it? I said, but this is my platform, and if I don't want that on it, I don't want it. It's my rules, yes, that's freedom of speech, but these are my rules, and me said, if you don't follow it, I don't want you here. We're talking about freedom of speech. I set the rule for my platform. You follow me? So brother said what is funny to me might be offensive to someone else. Right, so alright, so how we deal with that? So let me say I say something and it's funny to me and a man take it away. Now, if it's not hate speech, if it's not a racial slur, if it's not talking about substances, if it's not, you know, certain things where YouTube's did, he could get in his feelings, is okay. Who I care about when I say something funny and it affects somebody is YouTube, not him. He getting his feelings because he want to. But once it's not those serious things that YouTube deem as a problem, that is his problem. That is not my problem. When I speak about these things, it's not offending somebody, you know, opinion, you know. I'm speaking about YouTube and the guidelines. Remember, if I give a take on something and it's funny for me, and I'm not a man take it personal, and it within YouTube guidelines, he had to stay in his feelings. That is not my problem. No, I don't think they say don't say anything offensive. No, I'm saying a racial slur is different to saying something offensive. For instance, I might say, let me just call something. Let me say I say like, I'm trying to find something that not gonna get me in trouble. Most Chinese have small eyes. What offensive about that? That's a fact. So if I say all Chinese have small eyes, and Amandayan is a Chinese, and he vexed because I say all Chinese have small eyes, how is that a problem? Because he wants to say all Chinese have big eyes, and I'm saying no. And even if I say back that up and saying that's in my opinion, because black people eyes bigger, how is that a problem? You understand what I'm trying to say? So it are things where people take and make problems out of, but you have to understand this. It have to fit in a certain category on YouTube for them to take it and say right. And then even on top of that, you have to be a person to where consistently I do them things on the people on the platform. Kind of aggravate a situation. And then they go say, yeah, let we kind of look into this guy. You know? He carrying on a little bit too much. So I don't even think it's like somebody slip, because sometimes like you got 1 or 2 words that I don't even want to say on my channel and my mistake and slip and say. And up to now I don't see YouTube like send me some notification and say XYZ. But I slip and say 1 and 2 times. Never see. Because it's not a consistent thing. It's not something me promote consistently. And that's another thing where people like blur the lines in. We go talk about these popular people, Fresh and Fit. You ever see Fresh and Fit? They get demonetized on YouTube. They used to make the most amount of money in the US for like super chats and them things and stuff. And they come and lose a bag there. And they're all up to now them and cry for that bag. Because they don't reinstate the monetization. But consistently they keep doing edgy things. It wasn't a 1 thing or 2 thing. Consistently there was blurring the lines and doing some crazy stuff. And there was highest paid in the US. I mean like for super chats and things. I give YouTube hella money. Plenty money. And when they carry on too much where they can't ignore it, YouTube just said we need to pull it. We have to forget the money and pull it. Because it's now damaging the brand. So they just pull it. They reinstate a lot of people who was like edgy and whatever within the same niche, and then I reinstate them. And right now them are cry over it. And I'm saying, you make all this bag off of YouTube and you're gonna do something for fumble the bag. Come on, man. And people been talking to them too about doing certain things. And as a matter of fact, Bishop, I don't even know if you know. But if you're a YouTube creator and you do content on other platforms, and let me say our next platform allow you to do certain things you don't do on YouTube. If you're a monetized YouTube channel, don't go on that other channel and do what you could do over there and do it on YouTube, you know, you're gonna get demonetized. That is what I'm saying. If you're a YouTube affiliate and you dip on other platforms and then promote certain things on other platforms and you're a YouTube affiliate, just so you sell yourself on YouTube, sell yourself just up on the next platforms and everything. Because if you don't, you're gonna get demonetized. Eventually. Because you have to represent. So you have to know what you're doing. YouTube is a very funny thing. You have to do your research and know what you're doing because you end up in a problems. They send you a notice. For some comment you make yourself. Well, you make a comment you shouldn't. In some cases, like if you make a comment you shouldn't make on it, it have some words, some keywords that they make sure like anytime I try to write it, it don't go through. But some does go through. Right? So he said your people prefer to keep the conversation about the game inside of the platform. Okay. So that means you were stepping on YouTube toes. You don't step on the toes. Yeah, you have to know what you're doing. So people kind of get a little tied up to, So them feel like, oh, it's just content and yeah, we just do what we want to do, talk what we want to talk, say what we want to say, oh, freedom of speech, and carry on crazy. But the people I am, and the people on them platform, and next thing you know, they do something come for you and you're vexed. No, you do. Know you're making your content, know who you speak about, know what you're doing. You can be angry about something, but know you're putting it over. Right? Know you do. So I prefer to like be boring, but share information. You're gonna feel out better than trying to be entertaining and you're going over the lines. You're going up in a problems. Right? Hey, Skinny Lizard, welcome to the stream, bro. What on? Everything good? Once some people are afraid to ask questions because of feelings. Yeah, well, it all depends on the creator you ask the question to. Because I must admit, there are some creators where mess up people bad. I don't know why they do that. You know what I mean? So I agree, you kind of have to know who you're asking what. Right? I'm going to try to be as diplomatic as possible. But some creators, they're not playing. You ask them something when they're not like, man, they come at you full fire. They don't play with you. So I understand. So he said, he get it, but you really don't have freedom of speech. Well, you actually get it, You actually got it. When you make that statement and say, you really don't have freedom of speech, you actually get it. And I agree with you 100%. That is why I talk a certain way on the channel. I operate within a certain guideline on the channel. And we just do it the way we're supposed to. Because I understand, just where you now type there, I don't have freedom of speech. So I'm not going to come here and talk about freedom of speech. Because if them decide tomorrow morning that I shouldn't use this word on the platform, then they're going to write it in. Don't say this. You follow? And you can't tell them they're wrong because it's their platform. So keep it safe right through and everything go good. Keep things as family friendly as possible. Right, so me and you on the same page, Bishop. Now, even in the real world too, I will tell people that there is no such thing as a free country. People have that concept in their head, but it's not true. If they want you to not do something tomorrow, it's the same thing like YouTube. They just write it in a law, and you cannot do it from the next day. Once they announce it and tell you, right, well, you see that thing you used to do yesterday? We don't want to do it again. Right? And we now write it in the law 5 minutes ago. And we now pass it 2 seconds ago. And we're going to publish it now. And they publish it and everybody hear about it. The next day you can't do that, So there is no such thing about free country. There is no such thing. It only free until somebody do it and it offends somebody and that person have enough power to change it. And that's it. They say rah, you can't do that again. Right? Right, I think, guys, just give me 1 second, tell you. Let me take care of something. Just 1 second. So as the people say, you're not talk. I will just deal with your comment quick and then sort of. Right, just some people. People say don't talk too much, but what you can say, but what can you talk about without approval of someone else? Well, I agree that like because this channel, I don't talk plenty on this channel either. I only talk when people interact with me, because I need somebody to speak to. So you have some people that have some channels, some guys that me don't call them a name where they might like. But there's good radio people. They could talk to themselves. There are some fellas that have some channels that could talk when people is there, talk when people not there, and they keep on talking. Those guys are highly skilled. I am not one of those persons. So when I come on the channel, I might have a few thoughts in my mind before I start the live, and I go, thank you, say what, and then we start drive, pick a load and start drive. And as somebody come by, want to talk, and they spark a conversation, then we talk and we keep it rolling as long as they stay. Right? And that's fine. But if you are one of those persons who just want to talk and don't know what to say, you put yourself in a trouble. That's why I'm in a talk when nobody's speaking to me. And even if somebody's speaking to me, I make sure and keep certain things in mind. So like you look while say a comment there when I feel you shouldn't have said. I tell you now we can't say that. Understand why I say it? If it was in real life IRL, you would have heard my opinions, but because I'm on YouTube, I have to be cognizant of that and keep it in my mind and don't carry on certain conversations, because it's not going to be in the best of my benefit. Right? So you have to decide how you run your channel, brother. If you want to run your channel, and if you want to run your channel to suit everybody, or you want to run your channel to suit you. No. When I say that, this is what I mean. If you are running a channel to suit everybody, that means you have to do everything everybody wants. No, yes, you have to interact with the members of the channel and the viewers and whatever. But you have to decide what you want to promote and what you don't. So even though they say you have to interact, that don't mean me have to interact and promote certain things that I don't want to promote on my channel because I think it's detrimental to it. You follow my try to say? So you as a creator, you have to put yourself and your channel first. And do the things that you know you should do. Not the things you want to do, and not the things that everybody wants you to do. The things that you know you should do for the betterment of your channel. And you're gonna be okay. Because sometimes some people come on this channel and they want me to be a puppet. It's at the time me might tolerate it, and then at the times where I'm not in the mood to tolerate being a puppet. So you might come around and want me to be a puppet today, and me decide today I don't want to be a puppet. I'm just not gonna be a puppet today. You got another day I might come and I might be in a good mood. And you want me to do 2 puppet things and me do it. But I'm not going to stick to it and be a puppet every day. Because on my channel, and I have to let you know, hey, this is my channel. And if me want to be a clown continually, I'm gonna do that. But it have to be on my terms, not yours. Even though you are the viewer and me supposed to please you to some extent, I cannot make you the core focus of the channel because yeah why? And then I just give a little saying, you could please some of the people some of the times, but you can't please all the people all the times. Right? Understand this. Suppose somebody wants you to do something that is against the guidelines. Like sometimes some people come here, talk some language where I don't understand and ask me to say yes. Me not say yes. If you write something and I don't understand what you write, me not saying yes. Because you write it in a language I don't know. And all these crazy things people do on your channel. And I see people, they do it to me already. I see, here times I'm watching, like a good one on my body. I shouldn't say body, but a man I watch for years, those same trucking and thing. You know, he's a guru in the thing. I consider him to be a guru. Me go up on his channel there, watch thing, and somebody come in and do him the same thing that do me sometime. And he take the smartest approach. He said, I'm not going to say yes to that because I don't even know what you're saying. So you have to be kind of smart out here too, you know, Bishop. When you come out here, you have to be smart, you know. So you have to think about what you're doing. Because you're going to end up in a trap. Anyway, guys, I want something to take care. No, emergency. I'm coming back now. Alright, so I just hold on. Right, we back up at it, you know. We check ETA 1 hour and 60 minutes here. Might be good enough side. Just one drop in this slowly and then we'll conclude this stream with this. Yeah, you're not supposed to have them kind of conversations on your stream. If you want to keep it family friendly. You just drive and talk about life challenges. Yeah. You say you listen to my stream sometime when you play, I think it's ETS you want to play. That's really cool. You use Discord? Alright, man. Even though man now watch me, you know, they might sit down and listen to one and two of my thoughts. That's really good. That means that me have some traction in terms of people liking to listen to me when I speak. And that's very good. That's good. That is why we started with the talking heads on the money channel too. Because I believe that I have the unpopular opinion and some people might want to hear that. Alright? Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, man. Trailer damage. Oh gosh, man. That was my fault. That was my fault. I'm gonna watch it properly. Guys, this one gonna be hard for putting in. Yep. It's gonna be hard for me, boy. Oh gosh, man. This one, yeah. It's going to mess me up. Yeah, this, yeah. Obstacle thing, man. Oh gosh, man. I don't know what to do. And the space here, alright. We have a little space here. This wouldn't go in properly. What you are going on? How am I getting this around? Gosh. Too much obstacle, bro. Too much obstacle. Yeah, man. Guys, I'm stuck with this one, yeah. Oh gosh, man. Yeah, man. My real problems with this one, yeah. I'm not telling you no lie. I don't know how to get it back in line. Oh gosh, man. Yeah, this guys, I'm no good in this guy. This yeah. A rookie drive thing I'm going, you know. Like I might get it, you know, but too much of damage me come in here and cause. I tell me don't drop off the load just to fix back that car there. Alone. My lost all my profit on the load. Right, pull the handbrakes just now. Right, we did it. The man said that are the real skills when you can back up. Well, you could see me can back up, so I don't get no skills. No skills. Man say you gotta take him an hour to do or so, but you'll pass. Alright, well. Once you get through, that's an important thing. Right. So guys, right, let me decouple the load yes or no. Thank you all for coming to the live stream. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, don't forget to big up yourself.